am Saravanyaaa and my metric card number is 908022F1008. This video is regarding the process and procedures on how to perform cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which is also known as CPR. As for the first step, the area is checked and examined. Although it is the best to start the resuscitation as soon as possible, when the procedure is performed, the person who is performing the resuscitation must ensure that they are safe. This includes looking out for traffic, fires, or other potential hazards. And the safety precaution during this step is stay calm and don't panic. Next, the responsiveness is checked by tapping the victim's shoulder. Determine if CPR is needed. The person who appears to be in trouble is asked aloud is okay, or the person is gently shaken to check if they are responding. Listen, look, and feel for breathing. CPR is only needed if the person is not breathing. The safety precaution need to be followed is do wear glove if it's available at that moment. This is to not expose to the fluids from the patient with bare hands. Thirdly, someone is instructed to call 911. If two people are present, CPR can immediately be performed by one, while the other calls 911. However, if only one person is present, before performing CPR, the person should call 911 if they have immediate access to a phone, or the CPR is performed for about 1 or 2 minutes and then call 911. Then, the pulse and respiratory are checked. Pulse and breathing are checked to determine if CPR is needed. It is important to check both pulse and breathing before starting CPR, as CPR should only be given if the person is not breathing. Step 5. The person is placed supine. On a flat surface or firm surface, the person is placed supine, as the picture shown at the bottom left corner of the video. For example, on the floor. Before starting CPR, it is important that the person is lying on a flat or a firm surface, as this provides a stable base for chest compression. Then, chest compression is begun. This should be only done if the person is unconscious and not breathing or moving normally. For adult victims, the heel of their dominant hand is placed between of the person performing CPR and slightly below the victim's nipple, and the other hand on top of this hand is placed. The shoulders are positioned directly above the hands and the arms are kept straight. The chest is pressed down about 2 inches with your body weight, and chest compression is continued at a rate of 100 compression per minute. Meanwhile, the safety precaution for this step is don't bend your arm and keep them straight as possible. After that, the airways are opened with the head tilt, chin lift technique by placing one hand on the chin and the forehead, and the head is tilted gently to the back. This ensures that the airways are open and air can properly enter the lungs. For adult, mouth-to-mouth ventilation, the nostrils are pinched and 2 breaths are given into the mouth. For the step 8, the CPR cycle is repeated. The CPR cycle of 30 chest compression followed by 2 ventilation is repeated until the emergency physician arrives to provide advanced life support, or until consciousness and moves are regained by the victim. And the safety precaution at this step is avoid bouncing. Your hands need to stay in contact with casualty's chest during compression. As soon as automated external defibrillator, which is also known as AED, is available, it is used immediately. Instruction of how to use AED can be received by the assistance from a 911 operator for the persons who are not trained to use it. The safety precaution during this step is read or listen to the instruction carefully on how to operate the AED. As for the step 10, the information are explained to the medical professionals, such as how the victim was found and how long CPR was performed, are explained to the relevant medical professionals, as well as any other information that may be relevant to the treatment. And for the last step of CPR process, in recovery position, the victim is placed. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for your attention.